Stop what you're doing right now. Stop it unless you listen to this video. Cut your TV down. Whatever you was planning on doing right now, just put it on hold for a couple of minutes and listen to your boy Carcino, man. I had just got through making some videos. I'm getting ready to do my thing today because it's going to be an early night for me. I'm still trying to recover from what happened yesterday. You know, the devastating ripoff job that happened, and I wasn't in a good space. So I'm getting ready to hit the door. I'm putting my shoes on, and all of a sudden, my cell phone ring. And I'm like, okay, it's fight night. You know, people gonna call me and say, yo, we watching the fight. That's like the dumbest thing you can ever ask me to. Are you watching the fight? Are you watching the fight? Are you watching the fight? Yeah, I'm watching the fight. When have I not been watching the fight? But anyway, I digress. So anyway, I get a phone call. And someone says, yo, are you busy? I said, nah, I got something for you. I'm like, shoot, the Breakfast Club is in trouble. I said, what? The Breakfast Club is in trouble? I'm thinking Trump heard something on the show Charlamagne must have said on CNN. I'm trying to put everything together in my brain cells to try to think of a reason why the Breakfast Club would be in trouble. Then they say, hey, um, things ain't looking good for the renegotiations. I'm like, renegotiate? What the hell are you talking about? He's like, I'm hearing things. I'm like, what are you hearing? You talking around in circles. Just talk to me, man. What in the world is going on? He was like, look, I was in New York, Houston, and Miami. And I'm telling you right now, Power 105 is some changes finna happen next year. So all I really can really say that you can put out is some changes is finna come in Power 105 about next year. And I'm like, wait a minute now, who are you? Thea Mitchell is making some changes. That's about all I can say. I can't tell you who's going and who ain't going, but some changes is about to happen. So no matter what, some things about to go down. But right now they were supposed to have renegotiated their contract for another 5 years. And that's not happened yet. Because some things are gonna be negotiated really soon. Like they're getting ready to close in on this final year of their deal. And it doesn't look like they look like they finna do a reboot on this show. And some people may be out, other people may be coming in. So you getting it right here, fresh from the horse's mouth. Your boy Carcino for life is telling you some changes is on the way. I just got the word. So who's going, who's staying, from that point on it was just speculation, but the word around the campfire is spreading. Now, we already saw the drama that went down with Angela Yee and Charlamagne with the Gucci Man situation. The powers that be at 105 were looking into the situation. Um, they had record companies and people involved. A lot of people were vested in this because they didn't want their artists to get banned from 105, stations. They got like 30 stations that they're connected to. All right. So with 30 stations being connected to one entity, the Breakfast Club's being showcased in over 30, of the Power 105 stations, plus its own Revolt TV from Monday to Friday. I can't foresee somebody losing out on that revenue. Now, the word around the campfire is that Thea Mitchum is very, very much connected and close with Charlamagne as far as what he does, his talent, and the show is basically him. And this is a quote from her. Charlamagne is a great talent who understands the power of the microphone. While given the privilege of entertaining the listener, he knows there's a responsibility to also educate and highlight areas that are important that would affect the listeners' daily lives. See, the Breakfast Club is the ultimate listener's companion and advocate of the listeners. If urban radio doesn't do it, who will? So she says that show, period, is a movement. And she always say they don't report on the culture, they drive the culture. They are today's pop culture, creating memorable moments that become legendary along the way. There is no other show that has created such a footprint in such a short period of time. More importantly, they win. Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne work harder than most and are striving to put together an excellent show every morning that connects. I also have the privilege to work with the all-star team at Power 105, DJ Pro Style in the midday, and Angie Martinez in the afternoons. DJ Clue and Self are at night. All my team members are forces in their own right. Together, let's just say I wouldn't want to go into battle with anyone else. So she sounds like a person that is solid and firm on everything. This was before all the Gucci Mane stuff. Let me just tell everybody that was before the Gucci Mane stuff. Now, since this has happened, people are entertaining that changes might be coming at Power 105. And this was coming out of New York, Houston, and Miami. And those are the three strongholds of Power 105. Now, it could be a factor of one person saying, well, my contract's up, I'm leaving. That could be a case. And then they're probably going to replace some people and retool the show. I could see that happening. I could see a lot of different angles this thing could turn. Now, last year, I had another buddy who's a programmer now. So, shouts out to him. He told me Angela Yee was leaving a year ago to start her own show on Power 105, unlike the lip service called Ask Yee. The Ask Yee segment was going to be an entire show called Ask Angela Yee or Ask Yee. And where people call in and ask her different things and she talk about these topics on the show. Then she take callers and they all can ask Yee and all of these things. And then that was going to become like a podcast, but she has her lip service thing that's working. So this was supposed to be a side thing. And this was over a year ago since we've heard this. What was that? Golden State won the championship. That was the end of 2017. Yeah, it was 2017 around December. About December 2017. Somebody's like, yeah, in a year, Angela Yee finna leave. She gonna start her own show. So, that was back then. That was like a year ago. So, I don't know. Take it if you may. I'm just giving you guys the information as I got it. I was about to leave the house and got a call. And he was like, man, the Breakfast Club, they finna go through changes. Power 105 finna make some moves. So, I don't know what's happening, Like I said, I haven't really reached out to anybody. Today is like a sports day for me, Boxing Day, and I'm trying to really like listen to some songs while I'm riding in the car, listen to new music, bump that Gangstar. I'm trying to shift out of this, and now it's like I'm stuck back in this mode because I get sucked back in because something didn't happen. So I have no idea. Maybe you'll hear somebody come up with something later with more detail to it, and more power to them. I can't sensationalize the story or anything like that. Many people said Charlamagne was leaving years ago. Um, it was one point it was like he was going to leave, but he wasn't. He was in negotiation for another job. This is before they signed up for another 5-year deal. Remember, they started in December 2010. Then they re-upped in like 2014, going into their final year of their deal. They signed another 5-year deal, and that was that. But at first, Charlamagne was gonna try to see if he can get a spot at High 97. He was ready to leave because it's Envy's show. It's really DJ Envy's show, and Charlamagne and Angela Yee are the co-hosts. But the host is really supposed to be DJ Envy. Now, they got a great team, but every team run normally comes to an end. The people thought they can do this for 15 years. I don't know why anybody would be stupid enough to split up because they're not strong enough to survive on their own, except for Charlamagne. I mean, the rest of them just not interested enough. Charlemagne's definitely is a personality. He has a gift of, doing that, and he's trying to change his whole shirt. And he's been doing it for a couple of years, trying to reinvent himself in this business. And it's just what it is. Always people trying to maneuver and get to certain spots and reposition themselves because they feel this is the way you got to move nowadays. Things is crazy out here. So y'all let me know what y'all think about it, and at the same time, don't forget to support your boys page. Hit the Cash App. I want to see some names on the Cash App today. I want to see them pop up. I get them right on the phone because things are going down today. I'm working on other stuff too that y'all probably finna see when I go live. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get real. Things are gonna get real interesting. Um, oh yeah, you can click the link in the description box and donate to the page also. Carcino, I'm out.